hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, we're on the road from Argus St George's, Sea Caves, the far end of Paya, if you're not familiar with the area. And this road is straight, a bit of a wiggle and a bit of a waggle, but you don't go off it. And if you keep going, you're going to end up in downtown Paphos. So that's where we're going. It's going to take us probably 20 minutes. So what I suggest you do is kick back and relax and put your order in, because Miss Vivian is raring to go. And she's got her two little helpers. Well, they're not actually that little. They are rather large men. They are like 6'1", 6'2". So that means if you're not happy, you can give them a quick slap and tell them that they're not good boys. Two identical twins, known to us as Double Trouble, known to you as the one and only Sir Simon and the one and only Sir Jeremy. Both totally different, but totally the same, if you understand what I mean. Anyway, Vivian has collared them, and that's it. They're now going to do exactly as she tells them, because they are very, very polite men indeed. So, come on, get the kettle on, get the biscuits out, and get the cupcakes flowing. Mr. Allen has rapidly legged it into the building, and he's carrying his lightweight treadmill. Well, I hope it's lightweight. And he's plugging it in, and he's setting the speed. He's thinking, is it flat? It's pretty flat, to be honest, Alan. All the way, it's pretty flat. So knock it on to about 3-4 miles an hour, and you're going to be all right. And they're going to get a special beaker with a top on it and a straw for your tea or coffee, whichever you might fancy. Talking about coffee, Vivian, the Viking Ronnie only wants coffee, and he's going to have a little light biscuits and maybe a little bite on a cupcake. Dane Anne, well, she has to have her cupcake on a bone china plate, and she'd like it cut into 8 sections, please. And she wants her plastic gloves because she's got a little bit of a flu. There's one of my gumbaras there. If you saw his hand coming out, you realised it was me. That's Steve from Steve Home Fix. So he's one of my gumbaras, and he whizzes round and he fixes up your home, as Home Fix would suggest. So if you want a plug fitted, or your pool done, or your kitchen done, that kind of stuff, you call him. He whizzes on down, gives you a price, fixes it, and has a good rummage in your wallet, that's for sure. Anyway, coming up on the left hand side is the new area for the TLC school. That's where it is. So if you want to, well, if you're thinking about relocating to Cyprus, perhaps, because I understand there's a varied mix of people watching the channel. You've got people who are coming out for holidays, people who know Paphos very well, that have been here, coming here for years, people who have been coming for 3 or 4 years, and then you've got people who are going to relocate to Cyprus. Some of those are relocating because they work in the Middle East, or wherever they work, but they're going to live in Cyprus, and some are relocating to Cyprus to retire. And one of the most popular places to retire is this area, the Paya area. Now, the Paya area consists of quite a few different areas in its area, if you understand what I mean. So you've got the Paya district, I think is the correct term, and in that district you've got Paya and Paya village, and then you've got Sea Caves area, St George area, and there's probably 1 or 2 other areas as well, like Coral Bay, because that's in Paya as well. So you've got the Coral Bay area, you've got the Sea Caves area, you've got the St George area, you've got Paya village, and that is split into downtown Paya, midtown village Paya, and of course uptown Paya. See, it gets quite complicated, doesn't it? It's not that big a place, but each little area is totally different to each other area, and each area gives you something that the other area doesn't. If you go to uptown Paya, obviously you're going to get spectacular views right down the valley, all the way to the blue Mediterranean Sea. If you were to live in Argus St George, to be honest, unless you're in the Cap St George Hotel, you're not going to get that good a view of the blue Mediterranean Sea, because it's on a bit of a, what should we say, it's in a bit of a plantation where there's lots of bananas and stuff. So very nice area, and you can mingle and hide amongst the bananas and wait for the burglars, because in general that's where they're coming at night time. Sorry to upset you, but that's where they're coming. They understand that, you know, the average house around there is $1 million plus, and they understand that the Gumbaras in blue well, you know, they're not around that much. They're too busy adjusting their woolly flip-flops at this time of year because it's a bit cold, and they're looking for someone to get a free frappe and a pork kebab. The richer ones are looking for chicken kebabs because that's about €1 more. So you normally have to pay for them, if you understand me. So anyway, that's the rant over. But in that area, unfortunately, it's a little bit of a burglary hotspot. So same in most areas in the world, we understand that. If you go into mid-Paya, now you're more into townhouses and apartments and that kind of stuff. So a lot of people who live there or own holiday homes there, for example, they're going to flip backwards and forwards. It's not going to be their permanent home. And then often they'll rent those out to tourists for a week here or 2 weeks there, shall we say. Anyway, that's a little bit of information. Let's go and check on the sofas. Let's see who is in town. We've got Paula Roderick. She's thinking it's wonderful having a sofa all to herself. But I've got news for you, Paula. Very, very shortly, there's a young man going to come in with a taser, and he's going to taser you if you don't move. Just so you know who he is, his name is Mr. Leo. And he's going to taser you to move you over because he needs to make room for his mum and dad, Mr. Richard, and of course, Miss Julie. So they're going to be sitting on the sofas for a few more days yet because they are in downtown Paphos. And we're going to get them on camera very, very shortly. Who else is with us? Well, we've got two Seans. Which Sean we're going to talk about first? Right, we've got Sean. He's got a beautiful wife and her name's Dawn. And they've got a beautiful Cypriot cat and her name is Daisy. And she's thinking, my God, that sky looks blue. That sea is probably blue. Mr. Paul is probably dressed head to toe in blue. Yep, he is. And we're heading back to Cyprus because Cyprus is quite simply awaiting for you. And sitting next to her, of course, is Bobo the dog. And he's wondering, how the hell does he know my name? Because I'm a very, very clever man indeed. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm an idiot in a blue baseball cap with cats. I got a blue baseball cat on my head, yes. So I'm going to go and get a cat. I'm going to spray it brew. Brew? Brew? My God, Vivian, come on. I'm parched. I need a brew. That's what I'm telling you. I need a brew and a cupcake. Come on, Sir Simon. Come on, Sir Jeremy. Get on with it. You're slacking, boys. You're slacking. You thought the job was easy. It's not, I'm telling you. I tell you, Mr. Doug, if you're looking for a murder victim, well, you can get two for the price of one then. You can murder both of them and the police will think it's the same guy. So you're only going to go down for 10 years. There you go. See? See how clever I am. Right, get on with the brewing. Get on with the teaing. I'm going to go and spray a cat blue so I can wear a blue baseball cat and a pair of black sunglasses normally. And you normally know it's me because I've normally got with me the most beautiful woman in the world. And of course her name is Miss Archie Abu, otherwise known as Miss Marika. Anyway, what does Miss Archie Booth mean? The YouTube channel, you think, what the hell is he on about? What the hell have I tuned in? This breakfast club, they're nuts. Sorry for the language there. Oh, so sweet, Caroline. Hopefully you didn't hear it, and hopefully YouTube didn't hear it, and hopefully our younger audience didn't hear it. I apologise. I really do. I was worried about the pickup that's up my bottom. There was an elderly gentleman in a big pickup, and he appears to be in a very, very big hurry, and he's in a pickup. So I'll probably let him go past, by the way, because I can see he's starting to get quite erratic. He doesn't even seem to understand that there's traffic in front of me. But there we go. Right, back to it. Who's on them sofas? And of course, my other partner in crime, Mr. Sean Broad. He likes auto car bodywork, and he likes mechanic. Well, he doesn't actually. He's given up that career, and he now works in the health foods business. So he's a clever man. As a young man, he was a fool and got himself in car bodywork and car mechanics. As he got a bit older, he understood change of career. Whereas I'm the reverse. I was an older man who thought, I'll go and do car bodywork and car mechanics. See, told you I was an idiot. See, Sean's laughing now. I bet he is. Yes, complete and utter idiot. But there we go. Right, I was looking at a video yesterday, by the way. I know it wasn't Andrea Mart because their next video is not out yet. Again, if you're looking to watch someone driving around in a car in, well, closer to home, because we understand most of our viewers are from the UK, go and watch Andrea and Mart. Put it in the YouTube search bar, Andrea and Mart, and up will come their channel, and they are driving around Norfolk making nice little videos. I think Mark's got a great knowledge, and I think his delivery is lovely, and I think on top of that, Miss Andrea's got a really nice voice, very distinctive voice. She's got that Norfolk turkey licking good voice, should we call it? Yeah. Bernard Matthews, if you remember him, that's what Norfolk is famous for, and I think very soon Norfolk is going to be famous for a YouTube channel known as Andrea and Mark. So go and find it, go and have a look at it, hit the like, leave them a nice comment, and why not stick with them for a couple of months and watch that channel grow, because I promise you, if you get in at the start, you're going to be the superstars with them. Anyway, what was I rabbiting on about? The crew. That's what's in the crew. Dame Anne's, she's here. She's bought Fiona, and they're having a bit of a chat about Marios Diamonds. Rob is saying, look, stop it now, stop it now, stop it now. And then you've got Nessie, she's saying, where's this diamond shop, where's this diamond shop? And Andrew's saying, stop it now, stop it now. And then sitting next to them are their friends. My JJ Tonic, she's sitting there, and she's probably dying by now, but she's thinking, well, Andrew's never going to take me in there. No, Mr. Andy is never ever going to take you in there, that's for sure. He's more concerned about his blue BMW, and he likes to go wiggle and waggle his rear end as he races around the lanes, because he understands that there's a man in a Range Rover, and his partner in crime, Nessie's got a shotgun, and they're hunting him down. So there we go. That's some of the crew members. So come on, Vivian, let's get it going. Come on. You know, Viscount Butler, he's waiting for his cuppa. He's thinking about having a chocolate chip cookie today. Are these traffic lights going to change? Are they not? Either way, we're going through. Oh, well, we're going through. This is Cyprus. Nobody cares. Okay? It went to red. Don't worry. No one cares. Be careful. As I say, when you're in Cyprus, just because you see a light on green, that doesn't mean you can go. If you see it on red, don't worry about it. Just go through it. Okay? Just check both ways. Don't bother. Just keep going. No one's going to care. No one's going to care. I promise you. But don't speed. That's the one they don't want you to do in certain areas. Do you understand me? They don't mind you speeding in built-up areas. You know, if there's lots of children and dogs and cats walking around, you can speed all you want. But as you're coming out of the built-up area, understand? Panamaish, as they would say in Russian, understand? As you're coming out of the area, when you're tempted to put your foot down that little bit. I understand that Caroline hasn't got a cushion, and that road there is terrible. I wasn't losing control of the car. The potholes are terrible. Anyway, Panamaish, understand in Russian, that they understand that you're probably going to put your foot down as you're leaving the built-up area. So that's where the gun barrels in blue are. And I know it's the same all over the world. Here's the rant, Mr. Andrew. That's the man with the Range Rover and the Range Rover business parts business. Making a fortune, this man, by the way. Goes on holiday 4 or 5 times a year. I'm in the wrong business. So from now on, I'm going to answer my phone with, hello, Land Rover parts sales, can I help you? And I'm going to forward them on to him, and I'm going to get a little commission. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give me an affiliate link, Andrew, if you know what that is. I don't really know what it is, but I keep reading about it. So you give me an affiliate link. People will click onto my affiliate link, and I can earn 1 or 2%. Try and fund the channel. Now, talking about that, if you really want to watch the channel grow, why not click through to our About page? There is a thing called Buy Me a Coffee, and you can buy me a coffee or two. We promise to put it into the tank, or coffees, obviously, and drive round and that sort of stuff. And again, Andrew, truly appreciate those coffees that you bought for us. Thank you. And I understand Nessie, again, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, and if Marika was here, she would see from the bottom of our two's hearts, as Simon and Jeremy Payne would say. Anyway, come on, Simon. Come on, Jeremy. There's coffees and there's teas, there's cupcakes and there's biscuits to be served. If you thought you were going to get an easy job, that was a big mistake. If you thought you were going to come out to Cyprus and just relax, no chance. That's what Miss Vivian thought. Come on, this crew's getting bigger and bigger, and Lord Ritchie, all the way over there in Bratislava, he's coming up with some ideas, that's for sure. He's on about the breakfast club, the bed and breakfast club, the international club, all sorts of things. Anyway, big shout out to you, and I hope it's not too cold over there in Bratislava. And one of these days, we're going to mosey on down to there and well, have a wiggle and a waggle around Bratislava. Looks like a beautiful city. Some spectacular views, that is for sure. Now, talking about the channel, you see, I'm an idiot. I think you understand that by now. Why you're watching, I don't know, but I'm an idiot. But we're looking for someone that will help us with the merchandise. That's Cuz James up in Scotland. He's coming up with logos, and he's coming up with ideas of what we should have. You know, t-shirts, baseball caps, sunglasses, all those kind of things, pens, bumper stickers. So he's coming up with those ideas and designing logos and scripts to put on them. So if you've got any ideas, let us know. And if you want to buy them, just let us know. But we're looking for now someone to, well, build us a website, because I don't know how to do it. And I don't really want to pay someone, what's the words now, that is just doing it for the money. I'd rather have someone do it and even pay you. I don't mind that. But you're doing it for the love of it, if you understand what I'm saying. Someone who's invested in the channel, someone who perhaps for some unknown reason likes to watch what we do. So that's what I want. I want people who are invested, is the words, isn't it? People who like the channel. I mean, the domain name, Richard, thank you from the bottom of my heart. As a complete surprise the other day, one of our superstars in town, Richard, his wife Julie, and of course my partner in crime, Mr. Leo, he decided for some reason to go and buy us the domain name, isn't it? That's what it's called. So that's marikaandme.com. There's nothing on it at the moment, which is why I'm saying we're looking for someone, perhaps Lord Richie, I don't know, perhaps this might be in your field. If you'd like to help us build a website, please help us, because we don't know what to do. We can't afford to pay you because we've got no money, but I think these people understand as the channel grows, hopefully it will make some money. When that happens, I'm not a bad guy at all. I'm not actually after that much money, so I will quite happily share whatever money it makes. I'm not really bothered about it. You understand? We're going to make our money in different ways, and you never know. In 3 years, I might get to retire. I might have amassed a small fortune. Although Researching Receiving a Booth is rapidly spending that small fortune. I think Damon understands that bit. Anyway, back to where we go. We're going to Paphos. Yeah, if you notice, we are going to Paphos. There's not a lot to talk about on this road. It's straight. Yeah? So the idea of this video was to show people who perhaps want to holiday in the St. George area, or buy a villa or rent a villa long term. This is the route that you would take if you were bringing your kids to school. You had the TLC school there, and then just coming up down here is going to be the Aspire school. So this is probably the school that you would bring your kids to if you come into here and your husband or perhaps the wife is going off to work on an oil rig. You never know, you know. I'm not sexist. If you want to go and work on an oil rig, feel free. You know, day man, there you go. Could be an opportunity for you. Off you go. You're looking for something to do. Let's go and find you a job on an oil rig somewhere. Now, we're up. Oh my God, the roads are terrible. Lady Caroline, get your jumper back onto that memory foam cushion. Unfortunately, she spilt her tea. So, Jeremy, Simon, come on, get some tissues out. And I'm pretty sure Vivian will make you another cup. Or she might even pour you one of those drinks. Oh, so sweet. You never know. Nigel's thinking, come on, I'll have one of those big guns as well. And Dayman is thinking, well, just do me a Dayman special. And Justine's thinking, where's my JJ tonic? Where is my JJ tonic? And then Mr. Andy, well, he's thinking, get me down to Witherspoons. I'll have a Swift half. There we go. And, probably that's where you're going to find him, Andrew. Nessie, that's where you're going to find him. He's going to be in a Witherspoons somewhere because he likes a cheap pint. That's what JJ tells me anyway. He's got plenty of money, but he just like a cheap pint. A cheap pint, not a chief. Well, a chief pint and a cheap pint, maybe. Anyway, where are we? You may have noticed we have we've arrived. Marika is stealing my English even when she's not with me. Now, I was going to tell you what Oching Receiving Out of Booth means, because some people know what it means and some people don't know what it means. Now, it's Russian. It's the name that one night I came up with for the most beautiful woman in the world, who is Marika. And I said to her, look, we're going to start a YouTube channel. She said, yeah, of course we are. I said, yeah, we are. And I said, I'm going to come up with a movie star name for you. She went, yeah. And I said, it's going to be in Russian. She said, you don't speak Russian. I said, well, you're going to be surprised. So I sat there on the sofa across to her, and she was on a mobile phone looking at YouTube, doing whatever she was doing. And then I said, right, I've got it. She said, what's that? I said, I've got a name for you. So she looked over the top of her reading glasses, and she looked unbelievably beautiful, by the way. And I said, your name from now on will be Miss Ochin Gracivia Labuf. And she flicked a hand. I'm not going to tell you the word she said because we are a family channel, but the last word was off. And then she continued on her mobile phone, and then she said, well, what does that mean? I said, well, it means very, very beautiful love. So Ochin means very, Gracivia means beautiful, Labuf means love. I'm not actually pronouncing it correctly, if you understand, because my pronunciation is completely and utterly Sherlock Holmes. This video is going to continue on until we get to the Paphos Mall roundabout, so you're going to understand exactly where we are. This is the Tomb of the Kings Avenue. That is the Tomb of the Kings on the right. This is the parade of restaurants and shops and bits and bobs, and KFC's coming up on the right. So Miss Andrea, that's where you're going to be going. At the next traffic lights here, if you take a right, you go straight down to the blue Mediterranean Sea. You've also got the Kissos Hotel first on the left, and then if you keep going down the bottom, you've got the Elysium Luxury 5-star multi-millionaire hotel, and on top of that you've got McDonald's coming up just over here on the right. You've got the Tramps Taverna there on the left. You've got the bus station Mr. Ian and Viscount Ronnie that's there on the left, which is slowly coming to fruition, and that's Tea for Two, as I've told you, and that's closed at the moment. Oh, it's open again. It was closed for a bit of work paint, and now it's open. So there we go. I'm going to let the video fade out, and I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Why not come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter insanity? And if you want your name on the bench, you know what you have to do. Give me a tickle. Yes, Caroline, just tickle me gently. Thanks for watching. There you go, John. John of the Barn Hawks, Louise of the Barn Hawks. The pit stop is open, and it's quite simply waiting for you. You've got the Roman Hotel on the right hand side, by the way, if you're curious to know what it is. That's the Paphos Mall on the left. We'll stop at these traffic lights because these are foreigners. We don't want to kill them, not yet. Let's get a bit more money out of them first. He's bought some olives. She's got a kind of diet, is it? Oh my God, terrible, terrible, terrible. At least it wasn't Pepsi. Hey Andrew, at least it wasn't Pepsi. Anyway, thanks for watching. Paphos Mall roundabout. There we go.